All right, it's that time of the month again. We're back for another round of shit. I can't say it. You know what I learned is that part of what YouTube takes into account when going to demonetize videos are the automatically generated captions, which are sometimes completely wrong. But it means I got to come up with another word. So just like we say, what the fork, shorty car mods. That works, right? Welcome back to Shorty Car Mods, everybody. I hope you're as excited as I am. We'll start off down here with Poor Supra. Number 20 this time. We're going to start on a nice, flat, even number. Make everyone happy. Why would you do that? Is it even a Supra to begin with? Or is it just a poorly modified something else? I mean, it has the taillights, but if you actually had a Supra, you wouldn't do that to it, would you? I would like to think you wouldn't, but I guess you never know. But I'd like to think that you wouldn't do that. And that this is a body kit on top of another car that's not actually a Supra. There is supposedly a new Supra that's going to, there is a new Supra that is coming out soonish. It's not going to look like the FT1 though, which is disappointing because that was so sick. You haven't seen the FT1 concept? Oh my God. Oh my God. So cool. But anybody, is it actually, I don't think it was actually a Supra to begin with. So it's just a poorly recreated Supra built on top of something else. Almost a Transformer, so close. Wait, why? Why though? Is this real? It's like Transformer.exe has experienced an exception and is. Do you want to force close? Why would you have the trunk open up that way? By the way, that just seems kind of impractical. I guess the door, at least you can get it out of the way to still enter, but the trunk, why have the trunk? Everything is broken. I don't understand why. Does this belong here? So, it's like they took a Camaro and then they couldn't choose between one of the like F450 Super Duty pickup trucks that have the double wheel axles on the back and a Camaro. So you know what? Why don't we get the best of both worlds here? This will really increase my hauling performance in my Camaro while also tremendously increasing the weight and the drag and just murdering the performance of it so it doesn't go. Also, probably really kills the handling. What possible reason could you have to do that? Okay, and let's not forget the graphics on it, but it was just those were overshadowed by the fact that there's 4 wheels on the back. From r/2 health bars. I think we've seen this one before, but just in case you haven't, because I'm pretty sure in a past, Shorty Car Mods video, but here it is again. I don't know how it goes anywhere. It must not go anywhere because it would just scrape everywhere, but it's cool on display. It's like the Super Saiyan car we saw in the last one. When you can't choose between a Beetle and a Rolls Royce. Really? Oh, okay. Also, why did you put that thing you have on the front of your car? That's usually the splitter that goes on the back of the car. For things that are like SUVs and hatchbacks, that's a back spoiler. And so when it's just like a hat visor right there. All that's gonna do is the wind is gonna go into the front windshield, and then you just run straight into that visor, and it's gonna lift you off. That's not downforce, that's upforce. Why would you want upforce on your car? Nothing makes sense about this. Also nice, yes, I know, grill on the front, Rolls-Royce Beetle. What were you going for? Sawed-off racing wheel. Did this person watch sci-fi movies set in the future and was like, look at all the cars in those movies. They kind of look like, they just have a grip on either side and they're not circular. I think that would look very cool on my steering wheel because, I never actually have to make hand-over-hand turns ever. Why have a wheel where you can actually do easy turns when instead you can make life very difficult on yourself? Look, it just looks like a steering wheel you might get on like a video game controller, I suppose. But or I guess they watch F1 and they're like, I want to make my car's steering wheel look like an F1 steering wheel, even though the sensitivity of them is just completely different, and you don't do like hand-over-hand turns in F1. I don't like to park. My friend sent this to me. It's kind of cool, other than the part where I don't know how you pedal it, which is an important part to a bike, I think. I don't know where the pedals are. Can someone show me where the pedals are? Because that's a problem. Look, guys, what I've done to my bike. Isn't it really cool? I can use it to go down hills. How do you get back up them? Well, I have to walk it, but it's really cool for going down them. People are like, whoa, is that a motorcycle? No, it's a bicycle. Okay, that's cool. I mean, it's kind of cool. I appreciate the effort. It almost looks like they straight up took body parts off of an actual motorcycle and put it on the bike, but also pedals. Spotted in Phoenix. Hey, the patriotism is nice. The rooster on the top of the car, I'm not so sure that I'm digging the style of that. Also, a lot of drag. You might be generating some up force there as well. But at the same time, I bet that tail axe is a really aerodynamic splitter of sorts. It literally splits the air in half vertically, which doesn't help you with downforce or anything like that. But I'm sure, despite the fact that they've added probably 100+ pounds of weight to the car, it adds at least another 100+ horsepower to compensate for that. And 100 horsepower for an extra 100 pounds? That's pretty worth it. This. If anyone says you can't, just remember this 8-door truck doing donuts. That must be a really powerful engine. Is it a limo? Is it a truck limo? Damn, dude, I should have taken a photo when I was in Vegas the other weekend of this party bus that the person who arranged the trip rented out to take us to play laser tag. It was mental. I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. And I don't know how the dude drives it. Because the guy who drives the thing, he says, like, it's his, he built it himself. And damn, is it wild. I don't remember the name. I'm sure you can find images online because there's no doubt no one has posted before. But it like takes this and brings it to another level, but he didn't do donuts in it. So I guess, it's not quite as cool. I would have loved to do donuts in it. Also, there were stripper poles, as you would expect. What the? It's Mad Max style. That's actually kind of cool. This is 2 days in a row that we've seen some like Mad Max style things. I don't know why it's necessarily useful on your average everyday car. I get it on the oil transport truck, but not as much. Maybe they decked it out for a shoot or something like that. You never know. You never know the backstory. This could actually be going to some kind of, I don't know, YouTube Mad Max recreation video shoot or something like that, in which case, respect the effort, because that's a lot of effort to put into making a YouTube video. I don't know if that's actually the case, or maybe this person rents it out. They identified that there are a lot of people wanting to do like Mad Max style YouTube videos, and they're like, you know how I can start my own business and be entrepreneurial? I'll deck my car out Mad Max like. It'll still be usable on a regular basis, but also I can rent it out on the side for extra income, and it'll be passive income because I can still be working while my car is over doing work as well. And then it's, you know what? Entrepreneurial spirit. This guy has it, and I respect that. Does this count? I think it counts. Yeah, we do see a lot of donks on here, but I never fail to question why it's been done. It really genuinely just looks like a box that's been put on wheels that you can drive. Just the amount of drag. And I assume that's just like the normal shape of the truck, so I'm not even questioning the modifications on it. It's just a box that hits the air. I know like Mercedes G-Wagon's kind of in that same class as well, but there's a little more, I don't know, detail rather than just being straight up flat. Anyway, hey, you know what? The wheels match the color scheme, and it's also good parking. I know you're far away from it. I just want to comment, like, it's good parking. Little kind of over the line and all that, but you tried. The things you find on Facebook cannot be unseen. Race car limo. That's what I would call it. Yes, a race car. Do you want to be envied? Well, have I got the car for you. This beast is so fast, it'll get away from the cops. Or, alternatively, you can fit all your friends in it. But, when you put all your friends in it, it's probably not going to be fast enough to outrun the cops anymore. It fits 12. or 8 fat women. Okay, has a 350 in it. Could use a paint job. It's gotta be kind of a self-aware description. There's no way anyone could be that out of touch. You look at real estate listings, and it could be the most run-down, dilapidated thing you've ever seen in your entire life, and somehow the realtor will find a way to phrase it that makes it sound like you've just stumbled upon the most incredible castle you've ever seen in your entire life. Most incredible, if it says development opportunity, that's how they phrase something run down and dilapidated. This is what he should have phrased this car as. Great development opportunity. You can build your dream car on top of this blank canvas of a race car limo. Who wouldn't want the amazing opportunity that I am providing? For a mere $15,000, you could turn this into a service generating $15,000 a night, renting it out, calling around the biggest Hollywood celebrities to their movie premieres, because who would not want to show up in this beautiful piece of machinery? I mean, how else would people know how big your wiener is? What? From far away on the left, it looks like one of those hydraulic lifts. And then they were just like, you know what? Rather than having something where we put a platform for people to stand on and work on power lines, we'll put a chassis of a car on top of it. And then why not do that at that point? Why not make it so that you can adjust the height as you feel like it? Just put all the controls to drive the thing around inside the cab, just like a normal car, and you just put the chassis on top, and then you can, if you want the damn thing to be 30 feet tall, you can do that. As you're driving, you can slow down a little bit, but you can be like, you know what? I want my cab to be even higher than it already is. I'll add another 10 feet to it. It'll be great. There's no unsafeness as far as the thing tipping over. I don't get it. You know, you've gone beyond the critical mass threshold of what's reasonable. Because at a certain point, you're not doing anything for the clearance of what you can go over. All you are doing is upping your center of gravity and making things inconvenient for yourself, so you can't ever go inside anywhere. You're running more of a risk of tipping over. You could lower that thing by 2 feet, and you would still be able to go over all the same bumps, because the axle is only this high at the end of the... I don't get it. Depressing car mods. Really? That's kind of sad. Dude, you've got to realize that if you don't fully take it off, it is just going to look like you got divorced, and it's sad, and there's just the ghost of your ex-wife still slapped on the back of your car. Damn. Go, like, I don't know, take some alcohol to that. Take a hairdryer. Or just, if you really don't want to do it yourself, take it into a shop. They can remove that for you. 'Cause that sucks. I'm sorry. I hope your dog, at least the dog isn't like grayed out too. Got divorced, dog died. The more ghosts on here, the more depressing it gets. What I want to see is, I want to see both of these grayed out, and then an image at the front, and there's just a dog driving the car. Dog lost his family, now it's a nomad driving around in the vehicle. There's more dumb crap, but this is my favorite part. As I lay rubber down the street, I pray for traction I can keep, and if I spin and begin to slide, please, dear God, protect my ride. It's kind of funny, though. I don't know what car this is. It kind of looks like a Camaro, maybe. Seems like something that might go on, like, I don't know, a Camaro or a Mustang. Just, you always see the videos of Mustangs sliding out as they exit a Cars and Coffee. You know, I don't know why it's always a Mustang, but it's always, let's be honest, it's always a Mustang that slides out when exiting a Cars and Coffee event. I work with a guy who has this on a hoodie. Better place to have it, I think, than permanently stuck on your car. So my new neighbors moved in. I can tell we're not going to be friends. Hey, you never know. At least it's not an X6. It could always be worse. Just imagine an X6 with those wheels on it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't. You were never talking to me or my child again. And I've never talked to you in the first place, but it's never happening again either. I have to file something with the HOA. No longer are people allowed to park in their driveways because of that. it doesn't really make sense when you have a Jeep that's meant to be an off-road vehicle to have just wheels that have tires that are that low profile. And the top of the last month, basketball tail light. No one will notice that you know what? My tail light was broken, but what is the most similar looking thing that I can find? So that way no one will notice that I have a tail light out. I'll never get pulled over by the cops. They'll never suspect a thing. A basketball. It's kind of red. It has lines on it like a tail light. Sir, why is your tail light spinning all over the place as you drive and hit bumps? It's a little loose. Don't worry about it. Why does it also not illuminate when you hit the brake? So I was on my way to get that fixed. Oh, I'm convinced, sir. You're fine. I'll let you off with a warning. Just make sure you get it plugged back in. Bravo. That's some really good MacGyver stuff right there. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this month of Shorty Car Mods. Gotta keep things PG channel. Christian Crouch server here. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check the playlist in the description. If you're interested in more Reddit / Shorty Car Mods, and that's it. I guess. Subscribe if not already if you want to listen to the music playing in the background right now. I can't speak. Link to the outro over on the Marin Music channel. See ya.